time to show you what I purchased in the month of October. And I actually purchased everything that I'm going to show you in this video myself. No PR. Hi, I'm Dr. Anne. I'm a medical doctor with a passion for skincare that works. On this channel, we explore the science behind skin and do quick skincare reviews so you learn to pick exactly those products that work for your individual skin concern. So if this is something you're interested in, please consider subscribing and ring the notification bell. The first thing I ordered was a few new things from the Inkey List. I have already reviewed quite a bit of the Inkey List products, but they have a bunch of new things that I'm excited to try, and one of them was the Inkey List Oil and Water Double Cleanser. As you can see, this is a biphasic cleanser, so you can use it to remove your makeup, although I have tried it quite a bit. As you can see, it's not the best for waterproof mascara, but if you're just wearing an easy daytime makeup, this is perfect. And it's at the same time pretty hydrating. The orange color comes from sea buckthorn oil, which is very high in vitamin C. It's 2% in there. And the oil base, the main oil, is 16% sweet almond oil. I thought that this would make the formula quite heavy and oily at the skin, for a lack of a better word, but it's actually not. It's really lightweight. It rinses without a film and leaves my skin really hydrating. Full reviews coming up, but I really like this stuff. The next thing I purchased from them is a snow mushroom because a friend of mine swears by it. This is a really nice lightweight moisturizer. It's more on the gel texture-like side, and it contains a few humectants like glycerin. It contains snow mushroom extract, which is supposed to be soothing and anti-itching, anti-inflammatory, and it contains madecassol seed, which is part of Centella asiatica, again aimed at soothing the skin. And as you know, I use prescription strength retinol, so I really need all the soothing I can get. I'll report back. Then along the same lines, the ceramide night treatment, which is supposed to be an overnight ceramide treatment to repair the skin's barrier. And you might know ceramides make up part of the skin barrier, and there are different forms. So this one contains not one ceramide, but different ones. I'm going to go into detail in another video on ceramides. It's not clear which ones you actually need and which percentage of what, but a mixture is of course really nice. And other than that, it contains humectants, so it's really hydrating. The last thing I purchased from the Inkey List is the Brighton Eye Cream, which is supposed to be really brightening for your under eyes. The Brighten Eye comes from brighten-i, which is a molecule. It's supposed to be more brightening than vitamin C. Another gimmick is the cooling metal applicator, so you can just swipe that under your eyes. That's really nice. I'm a huge fan of their Caffeine Eye Cream, and this one is a little richer. If you want this specifically for fighting dark circles under your eyes, well, the Brighten-i or anything brightening will just tackle hyperpigmentation that's responsible for your dark under eyes. If they are genetic or due to lack of sleep and thin skin underneath there's only so much an eye cream can do. But it's a nice rich eye cream, and I'll report back once I test it a little longer. Then I purchased two things from The Ordinary. One is the niacinamide 10% and zinc 1%. I really love that for my kind of blemish prone skin. I love niacinamide, so this is I think my third or fourth bottle. And the next one is a semi-repurchase because it's buffet, which I know and like, with copper peptides. I usually go for the one without the copper peptides, but I really wanted to try them because copper peptides have quite a few interesting studies that have been published on them. And the coolest thing with that is, look, it's blue. It looks like a Smurf. Bright blue in color, and it feels a little tacky and smells a little coppery. So yeah, I haven't tried that one, so I can't compare it, but tell me in the comments below if you want to see a comparison video between this one and the buffet one. And the last thing I purchased was actually not face stuff, quite unusual I know, but hair stuff. I have been using the Olaplex No. 3 hair mask for quite some time now. I really like it. I really enjoy the effect it has on my processed damaged hair, but it can be quite a hassle because you have to wet your hair, then apply the hair mask, and then wait for 20 minutes, and that, I don't always have the time. So when Olaplex came out with their No. 4 and No. 5, which is supposed to be the shampoo and conditioner, I figured I'd try that one. So I purchased No. 4 Bond Maintenance Shampoo and No. 5 Bond Maintenance Conditioner. I haven't used them enough to tell you how well they, repair my hair, but one thing I have to say, it says for all hair types. My hair has a tendency to get oily. It's not really oily, but it is slightly oily here at my roots and very dry and brittle on my ends. And these two, if I use them every wash, tend to leave my hair weighed down and really hydrated to a point where it almost feels greasy. So right now I'm using them every other wash, and that's fine. But if you have really fine and oily hair, these might be too rich for you. And that's everything that I purchased for the month of October. Please tell me in the comments below what you added to your stash, and I'm going to see you all very soon with another video. Bye!